Here's what I have to say. So in mortgages, which is what I've been doing since 2003, you hear the term pipeline a lot. Like, what's in your pipeline, managing your pipeline, what do you got coming into the pipeline, and things like that. So what that means is kind of breaking your business down into categories, because it gets really overwhelming, especially if you're new. Like, you have this big vision, walking across the stage at World Conference, but you don't know how to get there. So it's like breaking your business down into little buckets. So I kind of did it with my parties, and I have little compartments, like a conveyor belt in my mind that everybody kind of goes down. And it starts with the people that are interested. And by interested, to me, if somebody likes one of my comments on Facebook that has to do with pure romance, they're interested in something. Like, that's how I look at it. I'll take those people. I might send them a message or a text message or something like that. But I am all about finding out what it is that they might want, whether it's place an order, host a party, whatever it is. And I kind of put them into their own bucket. I then go with leads, which might be somebody who has said, maybe in the future, or somebody who circled a 2 or more on their customer care card. A 2 or more to me is yes. Like, if you circled a 2, you just need a little bit more stoking than somebody that circled a 9. But those to me are interested people that have turned into leads. And then I have dates on my calendar, which we all know, just because it's a date on your calendar does not mean it's done, because hostesses flake all the time. So it's working with the hostess, being involved in the Facebook event. I pay attention to the friends that are liking the posts, that are playing along with the little games and stuff like that. And at the party, I'm going to seek them out because they're a little bit more interested than just the regular person that's thrown into the event. And then I'll go to the follow-up calls after the party. So when I walk into a party, to me, that party is already over. It's going to be what it's going to be. They're going to buy what they're going to buy. There's nothing that I can do from the minute I walk in the door to make that party be any better than it's going to be. It's going to be what it is. I'm looking for the next one. That's the one that's what I'm on to when I walk in the doors. Like, who was there first, because they're usually the ones that are really interested and excited. So I do that walking into the door, and then with the follow-up calls also on the customer care cards. So like I said, if somebody circles a 2 or higher, they're interested, I might tweak my text message the next day, my follow-up text message to be, I noticed you're interested. I always bump it up, and I'll say, like, you circled a 4 on your scale of 1 to 10, because they probably don't remember. Make it sound like they're a little more interested in what they are, to try to get parties even after the fact. Then I've even I learned the shoe rack follow-up technique at PLA. And I implemented that within the first week of PLA. I am so on top of it. I'm already waiting for March 1st just so I can send out those birthday text messages. And I think that system is going to work so well for me. It has generated outside orders, people that have said that they were interested, in hosting parties in the future and stuff like that. Love, love, love that follow-up system. So when I break these down and I break people down into these buckets, I pick a bucket every day to work. So even if it's only for 10 minutes of posting in Facebook events, or, the 20, 30 minutes that it takes to follow up on Mondays from your parties from the weekend, every single day I work my business for at least 15 minutes. Probably way more than that if I thought about it, but it's at least 15 minutes a day. I don't know how you can be consistent in your business and not work it every day. So if the only time you think about your business is to tell yourself that it is not where you want it to be, then that's probably the reason that it's not where you want it to be. You can't think about it when your calendar is blank, because we get paid, if you think about it, like 4 to 6 weeks out. So what is in your wallet right now is very indicative of what you were doing 4 to 6 weeks ago. So if it was Christmas shopping, then you're probably missing out on, Valentine's Day hot season. because you weren't focused on your business even through the holidays. So to me, it's something that I do every day. I don't have to tell myself to do it. I just do it. I just do. I have a goal buddy. Victoria Nellis and I have just really clicked well in working with each other. We knew each other a little bit outside of Pure Romance, so we kind of had that going for us, to give us a little bit more in common. But we talk almost daily. We do text each other daily. We call each other after our parties. Highly recommend a goal buddy, somebody to keep you accountable, that's at the same level that you are, that has the same goal that you're trying to get to, and just kind of work with each other. That's been the biggest resource for me. She's actually cheating on me a little bit and has found a couple others, but but it's just, that has worked super, super well. So in the sale that we just had, the big kit sale, there's probably some new girls out there and that need a little bit of, where do parties come from and how does all this happen and all this kind of stuff. One of the characteristics, I was doing some research when I did PLA, and I stumbled across an article that was characteristics of successful salespeople. And one of the characteristics that I felt, especially for me, hit home the most was you have to have a never enough mentality. So I never, ever look at my calendar and feel satisfied. I always feel like I should have just one more on my calendar. So if I want to do 4 to 6 parties a month, which I love what Jen said, success is what you want it to be for you. If you're happy with your business doing 1 party a month, then you're just as successful as the person that wants to do 20 parties a month and is doing 20 parties a month. It's just what you want for you. So I want to do 4 to 6, and I opened up March today, and I have 4 parties on my calendar, and my calendar is the old-fashioned kind that sits on my desk right next to me. Even while I'm working on mortgages, I'm looking at this paper and saying to myself, I got to get one on that weekend. That weekend's blank. It's like all day long. It's just in my head. Almost, I guess, like people would use a goal board, is my calendar. I look at it all day long. So my never enough mentality always drives me to get one more. I had 4 for February because 1 canceled. So I actually had 5. 1 ended up canceling on me. So 4 is my minimum. So right now I have 4 for March. So in my head, I'm like, 2 more, have to. It's not one, it's half. I have to, no question about it, get 2 more parties on my calendar for March. So the never enough mentality always keeps my calendar full because I'm never comfortable, ever comfortable with my calendar. One of my old processors when I used to do mortgages said to me one time, you always say that. You always say that if I just had 1 more. I'm like, because it's so true. If I just had 1 more, I'd be comfortable. If I just had 1 more, I'd feel good. And I am the same exact way with my parties as I am with the mortgages. My highest party to date has been $1,700. I did not book 1 single party, and to me, it was a complete failure. And I beat myself up unmercifully because I didn't book any parties at a $1,700 party. So I did have 1 that called me like a year later, but to me, that doesn't count. Another thing about bookings, too, that I wanted to point out is you should stop wasting time with time wasters. And I had a team member who didn't stay long because she kept booking parties with the same hostess. And she would call me so excited that she got a party booked. And it was finally like, girl, is this that same hostess that canceled on you last time? Call me when it's a different hostess because she's just wasting your time. So I don't know if it's something with them or whatever it is, but after somebody cancels on you twice, even 3 times, they're probably not really respecting your business. And I don't know that I would waste much more time with them, but they're just giving you a space on your calendar to feel comfortable about. You feel like you got something, you got a party on the books, but it doesn't count. Time wasters are just wasting your time. So another point that I wanted to make about bookings is, and I've talked to Roxanne about this so many times, Get over being pushy. You're a salesperson, and it is okay to be pushy. There's pushy cute, and there's pushy annoying. Be pushy cute. So if you think that having the most beautiful table and $10,000 in stock is going to fill your calendar, it's not. That's not going to do you any good if you don't have anybody to show it to. So stop wasting time at the dollar store and thinking that you have to do all this stuff before you can get out there and party, because you don't. You can go out there right now with what's in your kit. And I have actually went into a hostess's house and said, oh my gosh, I forgot my tablecloth. Do you have a black sheet? You can do that. They don't know that it's not true. You don't have a tablecloth. Just tell her you left it at home and you need something to cover up her end table with. That's all you have to do. You can get by with what's in your kit. And get over saying, stop being pushy. You can be pushy. I tell new consultants all the time, you don't sell pure romance, you sell parties. Pure romance sells itself when you get to the party. Our products are fabulous. You are showing them the top of the line products, but you've had to sell yourself to get to the party. You sell parties, not pure romance. Let's see, I took some notes here. There was also a video, which I'm sure everybody's already seen it, so I hope I'm not being too repetitive, on words not to say when you're trying to book parties, which is book, schedule, information, and contact. So I never say to a customer, like I'll say when I'm talking to other consultants, but I'll never say to somebody at a party, would you like to book a party? So I think that it's all in how you word it. It's all in how you present it, that if you make it sound like work, they're going to see it as work. And when I hear book a party, that's the first thing that crosses my mind is this is going to cost me money and food. This is going to take a lot of time. She's probably expecting 100 people to be here. Especially big parties. That's where big parties can be a downfall when it comes to bookings, because they think that you need that same 20 people to be at their party. So schedule was another one. Nobody wants to be tied down. You don't want to feel like it's this huge, huge commitment. Information, contact, I'm not really sure why they're on the list. I do say those things sometimes, but the way I'll word it is, why don't you just have a few girlfriends over? Let me show you what I've got. And at the end of the party, I'm going to load you up with some free stuff based on what they buy. Like, how simple is that? You're going to get all your stuff for free. Smart girls never pay full price. I got Kohl's beat. You think Kohl's Cash is something? I got what's better than that. So I make it sound like it's going to be a little bit more fun than a little bit more work. I'll hit you up, or I'll reach out to you, or I'll get in touch with you one day next week. I make it sound very loose and lackadaisical and just a lot of fun. And I don't make it sound overpowering. I'm going to call you Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I might send a text message. Hey girl, it's Laura. I'm going to give you a call in about 15 or 20 minutes. Chat soon. And then I call her in 15 or 20 minutes. I don't say, I'm going to call you at 7 o'clock Wednesday night. It just is something that's never worked for me. I have also found that hostesses will rarely ask me, what do I get? So it seems like they really are all in it for the fun. They're in it for the good time. They've been at this party and they want to replicate that same thing with their girlfriends. And very rarely will they ask me what my hostess plan is. I find myself telling them, well, this is what you're going to get for free. My last $1,000 party, the hostess told me that she wanted a Basic Instinct and a hot heart. I'm like, and what else? She's like, I get more than that. I'm like, yeah, you're going to get a lot more than that. I almost feel like I gave her too much, but she just had such a good time. She didn't even care what she was getting for free. And she picked like less than $50 and stuff. So I thought that was an extra win for me. So another thing about bookings is if you think that posting on Facebook, hey everybody, I'm a pure romance consultant now, hit me up if you want to have a party, is going to get you parties. It's not. We see it all the time with other party plans. I have so many It Works friends. I have a couple Plexus girls that I'm getting ready to unfriend. It just over and over again becomes annoying. So I post on Facebook about Pure Romance a lot. Actually, Sunday, I think I made 5 Facebook posts, and they were all related to Pure Romance. I don't care because that last one actually got me unexpected, completely out of the blue team member. Hi, Jackie, if you're watching. So I don't care. It doesn't matter to me at all. My real friends know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and they deal with it. And anybody else can unfriend themselves. Like literally, that's how I look at it. So if you're hiding your business because you don't know what to say, or you don't want to get on people's nerves, or you don't want to be that girl, you're doing yourself a huge disservice, because Facebook is such a huge tool to drive your business, not run it, just drive it. But it can drive a lot of business your way. So don't hide what you're doing. Be yourself, like not Laura Pure Romance Dykes. Just be yourself. Don't be a couple. Just be you. I mean, people can buy Pure Romance from anybody. They can go on the corporate website and buy it. They choose to buy it from you because you're a brand. So I just started to realize that after my 3rd year, I'm like, gosh, there's all these other options and all these other people that my customers can go to, and they come to me because Pure Romance by Laura Dykes. So why would they go to Pure Romance by Jen Roy? Because I'm here. So I've come to realize that they get to know me on Facebook from what I post, and things that I say about their baby pictures and stuff like that. So you build a relationship with people. So I just think that your Facebook should be you, your name, your picture. It should just be all about you. Especially not couples. I don't think there's too many women that want to private message a question about their vibrator and not know if it's John Smith or Jane Smith that's going to see the message. So just be kind of careful with that. And let's see, I wrote down some notes here. I don't even know what time it is, but I am nowhere near 45 minutes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about objections. So these are things that we hear all the time, especially in that shopping room. And there is a difference between an excuse and a reason. So an excuse is something you're going to be able to get past. It's probably a fear that they have of having their party. They don't think it's going to be successful, or they don't think anybody's going to show up or anything like that. It's probably more of a fear than anything, as opposed to a reason, which is going to be something real. So if they say, oh, a horrible thing, I just had a family member die and I'm going to be tied up for a couple of weeks. I mean, that's a real reason that somebody is not going to want to have a party with you in the near future. But the excuses you can kind of get past. So the biggest one I think we all hear is, oh, not right now, I'm too busy. And I almost like that one, because when somebody tells me that they're too busy, I'm like, girl, I know. I work 2 sales, 100% commission positions. Like, I know all about busy. And if you're that busy, I wonder if your friends are that busy. And when is the last time that they all got to have a girls' night in? How many times have you said to one of your friends, we'll do lunch? Well, why don't we really do lunch? Let's do a Sunday brunch party and get all your girlfriends together. They probably welcome the excuse just to get together with you guys. Like, I feel their pain. Yeah, I'm busy too. And, let's do this. So I can almost break down I'm too busy, like, super quick, by making it sound like it's going to be so much fun. You'd be stupid not to. Another one that I think we hear a lot is, I don't know that many people. And this one will especially come up at big parties, because like I said, they think that you've got to have, 20 people there, like the party that they're at. So I'll tell them, my best parties are 5 to 8 guests, where we can laugh a little, but we have some interaction and things don't get too out of control. So, 5 to 8 is usually my best. If they, kind of squawk at that, I'm like, 5 to 8 people. How many people do you work with? Like, what do you do for a living? Where do you get your nails done or something like that? Even if you just invite a couple of your girlfriends that bring a friend, you got a whole party there, and then you don't have to pay for anything. Everything that you want is free. So I go through that one the same way I do. My house is too small. My place is really small. I really don't have a setup for it. Well, you have a couch, right? I mean, a couple dining room chairs. We have plenty of room there for a party. So the house is too small. Heard that one more than I can count. I live with my parents is another, well, I live with my parents and I don't think my dad would really appreciate this. That's when I try to talk them into co-hosting. And I'll be like, oh, I'm sure you got a girlfriend with her own place. And, I'll throw a gift in for her. Or I'll give her a nice discount for cleaning her bathroom. But maybe you could co-host with somebody. I do those parties all the time. And you'll probably do a little bit better because it's like double the guests. So it's double the money because, your girlfriend will probably invite a couple of her friends over, right? So you could actually have a better party if you use somebody else's house. So I do that one all the time. I can't afford it. You would be surprised how many people think that you have to pay for these parties. And I was just talking to somebody on Sunday who asked me how much it cost to have a pure romance party. And I'm like, nothing. And you actually get paid to have one in free products and gifts and all that kind of stuff. So it was really surprising to me to hear that people think that it costs money to do this. If somebody thinks that, they have to have this big food layout, which will happen, especially if the party that they're at has a ton of food and alcohol, I'll say something like, girl, you do not need all these bells and whistles. You see how busy our hands are. We don't have all that space for food and all that kind of stuff anyway. And I end up going home with a doggy bag because the hostess couldn't push all her food out the door because she made way too much. So you really don't have to go overboard with this. A bag of chips and some dip and a bottle of soda and we have a party. So the expense one is pretty easy to get past too. My friends aren't into this stuff. Your friends don't take a shower. Your friends don't shave. You sell our sheet spray, right? Like your boobs don't sweat. Come on. So I can get past that one a little bit. And it's funny because I've done a couple mild parties that have started out as mild. And as soon as those girls find out that there are toys in that bag, they're looking at the hostess going, why did you tell her not to break that stuff out? So even mild parties are going to turn into the real fun parties once they find out that there's vibrators in the house. Maybe in the future, when in the future? When are you thinking? What month are you thinking? I put at the top of my calendar every month who to call, who told me what month to give them a call in and what the date is that they're looking to have a party. And I call them about 4 to 6 weeks out from when they tell me that they want to. And I will tell them, now, girl, you're going to remember that we had this conversation, right? You're going to answer the phone when I call you, put my number in your phone so that you know that it's me. We don't answer the phone if we don't know who it is. So I make sure that my number goes in their phone and they promise not to avoid the Pure Romance Lady. So that is about it for me. I really thought that I was going to have 45 minutes of information, but looks like I don't. So I'm not sure how to unmute if anybody has questions.
I got it. Okay, so before we do questions real quick, nobody go anywhere. So what we're going to do really quick, we didn't do it when we started because the nurses were coming in, but we wanted to do a quick high vibe check-in. If you guys haven't been on the call yet, this is just something that we do every week because you have a lot of really cool stuff going on in your business. And damn it, you need to talk about it. And we want to hear about it and we want to help cheer you on. So Tammy's not on here. Sarah Doyle. Do you want to lead the high vibe check-in this week?
Sure.
All right, go ahead. Take it away, darling.
Okay. So I don't know. I can see some people I can't see. How about we go with Annette Gibbons? Can you go ahead and give us your positive? What's going on right now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I am planning for a party this weekend, and I have 3 parties next weekend.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Weekend is a Facebook party.
Actually, Sarah, it might be easiest if we just go down can you pull up the list of people that are there and maybe go alphabetically?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that.
Yep. Okay. So, Alicia Villard, can you hear me? I don't know if they can hear me or not. Like, she's not on video.
She's unmuted. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on. Her service might be bad.
Okay, what about Amanda Brady? Can you hear me? Can you give us a positive?
Yeah.
All right, Amanda, what's your positive?
I added a new team member on Saturday.
Yay!
Added.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, what about Amanda Conaway? Can you give us your positive?
Can you hear me? This is my first time doing this, so
Well,
I actually just booked the party while we're doing this.
Yay.
Yay, that's
party
awesome.
right now?
Yeah, right now I was texting Vic in the party
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
as we were doing this.
Anything
That's
else you want to
awesome.
shout
Way to go,
out?
girl. All right, what about Amber Smith? Can you hear me? Do you have a positive? Amber Smith? You guys all hear that? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Remix.
All right, we'll go on down.
All right, how about Angela Beverly?
Wow. I don't
What
know.
is happening?
That's really disturbing.
All right, mute her and we'll do it.
All right, Sarah, I'm going to mute you. I think we might be getting feedback from yours. Let me check and see. I'm going to mute you real quick. Okay, Angela, can you hear me? No. All right, Annette Gibbons, can you hear me, darling?
Yep.
All right, what's your positive for the week?
Busier than ever with school, and I got parties next weekend and this weekend.
Awesome.
Fabulous.
Congratulations. All right, we're going to jump. I don't know what that's all about. We're like breaking it down in here. All right, let's jump down to Crystal. Crystal,
Can
what's
you
your
hear
positive?
me?
Yeah.
I signed 2 girls this week.
Woohoo. Nice.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Danielle James, what's your weekly positive?
Hi, this weekend, and I'm doing a Cupid Shuffle, which is pretty cool.
Nice. Those are so much fun. Way to go.
Thanks.
All right, Christy Hess, hit me with your best shot.
I did a ladies' night event at the movies for a How to Be Single movie, and it was a blast. If you guys haven't seen it, it's hilarious. You gotta go see it. But I had 85 women there. 67 ladies attended the after party at Bar Louie's. Got 2 new team members. Booked 5 parties from that event. So it was pretty successful.
Damn,
That's
Gina.
awesome.
Love
Way to
that.
go.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
All right. Laura, tell us your positive for the week.
Hey, I am currently today working on updating all of my clients in my system so that I can send out newsletters, new text messages, la la la. That's what I got on the list. Plus, my newest team member that I signed, I've been working with her a little bit. So nothing too much, but I hate paperwork, so yay for me.
Good for you, girl. Way to go.
Congratulations. All right. The other Laura.
Laura Dykes.
Oh. There you go. Laura Dykes. Hit us with your best shot, baby.
I signed 2 girls on Sunday.
Woo.
That's never happened that I've done 2 in a month, let alone 2 in a day.
Hey.
It is true. It was just like from some random Facebook post. But you know what I did? I called it a starter sale. I didn't call it a kit. The new thing is now don't call it a kit.
Right.
I said something about the last couple hours of the starter sale. And she posted, what's a starter sale? I had no idea she was ever even interested.
Oh, my
So,
gosh. I
yep.
love it.
Just that one word difference.
Stock your page and
Small
copy
little
it.
tweaks give you big rewards.
Always.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right, Leah, what's your positive for the week?
I have a party this weekend with 25 girls attending. It's a bachelorette party, and I love those. They're always super successful for me. And then my husband and I are actually going on a cruise. That has nothing to do with our business, but we leave on Monday, so I'm super excited.
Nice. Have fun.
Fabulous.
All right, Lorene Lloyd, tell us what you got, girl. Can you hear me now? No? Okay, we'll come back. All right, how about Melanie?
I am actually getting ready to, I'm having my own party this weekend on Sunday, and I'm also having I have a party booked on Saturday night.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Nikki, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Tell us what you got.
My positive for this week. I have a party Friday, relaunching my business Saturday, and just really working on filling out my calendar.
Smart girl. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, my girl Renee. Still there?
I am.
There you are with your sassy little haircut. Tell us all about it.
I love
That
it.
hasn't been washed in 2 days.
Mine-
I did get my office together, and it's so cute. And I have pink, and you'd be so proud of me.
I am so proud of you. I'm coming to move in. It's so cute.
Okay. All right. But when I put my office together, I put together all my systems, so everything's ready to roll. And that desk is nothing came from my old desk.
Nice.
So all my systems are ready to go.
Perfect. It's going to be a big year. All right.
Hopefully.
Jump down. No, hopefully. You're crazy. We're going to jump down to Miss Roxy.
Hi. So this past week, I hosted my own online opportunity event, and I have 2 new team members and a lot of new ones in the funnel. A lot of them came from my cutest couple contest.
Wow, nice.
You go, Foxy Roxy.
Thanks, Jen. Hope you feel better soon.
All right, let's jump back to Sarah. Did you already give me one? Yes, you did. Just kidding.
No.
No. Go ahead.
I don't really know what's going on.
I don't know what's happening.
I guess my positive, I have a party Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But my big thing is my girls. Like, they're killing it, man. They are killing it. They have 10 parties left. They're already at almost like $3,000 this month in sales. Like, my girls are killing it this month.
You have the coolest little team ever building. I'm so proud of you.
Like, they're
Congratulations.
killing it, man. I can't even deal with it. Like, I just look at them and I'm just like, wow, I can't even believe you guys are doing this right now. So
I love it. Way to go. I'm so excited for you. All right, we're going to jump down to Susan. Can you hear me, Susan? Are you in a hurricane? Okay, we'll come back. All right, let's go ahead and jump to Tayamo. Tell me what you got, baby.
Hi. Well, like Sarah, I have a party. Can you hear me, first of all?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. I have parties Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. First time ever doing, back to back like that, 3 days in a row. My normal party days are just Friday and Saturday. I signed a girl today, Cecily. You guys saw me posting about her. And then I'm very, very excited because my order came in yesterday. Brand new demo items. I am using Shannon Elder's demo that she taught us at PLA. So I added all the 3 selfie items, executive cabana boy. And I'm excited to demo those at my parties this weekend for the very first time.
Smart girl.
So smart. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to jump down to Tiffany. What you got, girl?
I don't have a whole lot going on right now. It's been a little slow. The last 2 weeks for me has been kind of busy personally. I had my praxis test for my teaching license and just a bunch of stuff. But I've been taking a couple different outside orders here and there, and I'm about $100 away from reaching my first 1,000. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I should be hitting fast track. So that's pretty awesome. Other than that, just been trying to get my name out there and promote myself. So
Girl,
that's pretty much it.
kind of a big deal. I'm so jealous. We want that necklace so bad.
It's gonna be around this neck soon, very soon. I'll be rocking it.
I love it. So Susan Haynes just cut in, and she said that her positive is that she is developing a well-trained man. She's got her husband learning her systems and helping her out and posting on the Facebook and doing all the things. I love it. I love a good man. Oh, hubba, hubba. Andy's so cute. I love your husband. All right, we're gonna jump. I'm glad you can't talk right now. All right, Tina, can you hear me? Tina? I don't know if Tina has her voice on. Tina actually just signed today. So she just got her kit like an hour ago. So I'm going to jump in and say her positive is that she's already training and already getting ready to kick some ass. So I love that. Tina, I will send you a message in just a few. So, all right, what we're going to do is.
Wait a minute. What about you? You got
what about you? What you got?
With me? Let's see. I did.
She lost 1.5 pounds. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, had a kidney removed. I did 2 parties this weekend. My first one was $1,600, and my second party was $1,000. I signed 1 person, and my March I got 10 parties scheduled for March.
And she booked 3 while she was having surgery. It's amazing.
She booked them.
So good. Who cares? Okay, so my positive, I have an awesome new team member, and we have the coolest story ever. I'll share it with you guys one day. It's going to be a really cool story. I love it so much. So Tina is new to my team today, and I don't even know what day it is, so I don't know when I did a party last time. But they've been good, and I've had lots of outside orders this week, and I'm about to sign 2 of Jen's nurses, and I booked 5 parties during her surgery for myself, too. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. So March is looking fabulous. I'm booked every day from the day I get home until March 13th right now. So we're going to just wrap up the rest of the month and make that happen.
She's going to come here more often.
Hell yeah, I am. These girls make all the money. They don't have that in Ohio. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a Q&A session. Let me unmute Laura real quick. All right, so if anybody has questions about anything that Laura talked about or really anything, if you have any questions for Laura in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and hit raise hand, and we'll go ahead and get some Q&As done. All right, let's go to, wait, no. I don't know what I just did. Hold on. There. Oh. Okay, Danielle, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I lost my mind for a second. Go ahead with your question, babe.
Laura, you didn't talk about your booking game.
Oh, I usually do book to look. I've tried all of the dice and all the stuff as it comes out, but I've just found that those 3 boxes, I fill them with a description. I usually cut it out of an old catalog, like a picture of a hot heart or O or something like that. I give the boxes out about halfway through the party, and I'll say, don't look at this. We're going to go through this later. Just hold this, sit this under your chair or whatever. And then I used to do it at the very end, but I found that it was kind of a mood killer. It like makes everybody serious all of a sudden. So I do it right before I show the toys at the very end. And I say, okay, ladies, if you have a box, you can go ahead and pull that out. We're going to play another game. This game is called Book to Look. What that game represents, what that box represents is a pure romance party of your own if you should choose to host one. And what's inside the box is a description of the gift that you're going to receive for free from me the night of your party just for opening up your front door. In order to look in the box, you're agreeing to put a party on my open date, this evening, and it's going to help our hostess and this kind of stuff. I'll say, so what do you say? Are you interested in hosting a super fun girls' night of your own where you get some free stuff? And they'll say yes or no. If they say no, then I ask them, who here do you think would make the best hostess? So I kind of make them the bad guy, take it off of me. But I'm like, who here do you think would make the best hostess this evening? And they'll give it to somebody, or, just hem and haw with it, and then I'll take it. What I try to do, of course, is get rid of all three. So then I'll say, and if all 3 boxes are kept and dates are on my calendar tonight, then our hostess is going to get a shopping spree where she can pick anything out of the catalog that she wants for free after that third party holds. So I only had to do it one time, and of course she wanted the executive, but it was worth it because, the hostess was like, all right, which one of you bitches is booking a party? So, and sometimes one will cancel or reschedule, and if they reschedule, sorry, the deal was on the original night that it's planned. So I've only had to give away one executive, but that's worked. I do it every single time now. Totally works.
Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to Alicia. Why does it keep changing on me? All right, Alicia, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, I was just curious if you have a system, how you follow up with the new girls that you have booked. What kind of system you use as far as how many times you follow up, what you tend to say to kind of get them even more hooked on the party, get them excited and I'm so sorry, my voice is going out.
Oh no, you're good. I send a text message the next day thanking them for hosting a party with me, and I'll say, poke through the catalog and start on your wish list, and we're going to get you all that kind of stuff for free. You're going to be hearing from me. It depends on how far they book out. I don't like to go out more than 6 weeks because I find they tend to cancel, like they lose their excitement. I use an open date calendar, and what I used to do was I would start scheduling. Most people want to schedule their parties 4 to 6 weeks. So I would start with my very first date being 4 weeks out. But what I was finding was they were always choosing the last date. They always wanted those last dates that I had on that calendar. So I've started putting 2 weeks out and making them hot dates. So they get a double hostess gift, not hostess credit, hostess gift. Big difference. So I do 2 weeks to 4 weeks instead of 4 weeks to 6 weeks. Does that make sense? So my calendar stays full sooner than later. Do you know what I mean?
Awesome. That's a really good tip. All right. Hey, hello. What was your question, baby?
Oh, and when she was describing the boxes with the description of the item in there, since you wait in between, like after the mild items into the toys, do you, I guess, determine who you're going to give the box to based on like their interaction or anything like that, or how do you pick out, because there's only 3 boxes that you give, right?
Yes. And actually, that's a good point. I meant to mention that. I don't give the boxes to, well, I try not to. It depends on how big the party is. To 2 girls that are sitting next to each other that look like they're BFFs, because they'll invite the same people to their parties anyway. So I try to separate in the room who I give the boxes to. And of course, I'm watching them to see like who's interacting and who seems to be really interested in the party. But I do the experience party. So the boxes go out after like the 3rd box. I do 6 of them after the 3rd box, and then I have them pull it out right before the last one, which is the toys. So sometimes I forget, and I'll do it at the very end. And when I do it at the very end, that's when I really throw out the executive because they've seen it. But up to that point, I'll just say anything she wants out of the catalog, she can pick any product she wants for free. So usually after the executive comes out, that's when I'll say to the hostess, hey, and remember I said you get anything if 3 parties hold. Now do your girls want to hold parties for you? You know, so I have started pushing bookings harder than I used to. I got over being the pushy salesperson. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nikki, question.
Yeah, can you tell us real quick, or maybe even just post in the page? I just started doing the experience party again, and what you put in your boxes.
Oh, totally. I'll post that. I know it by heart.
Thank you. You're awesome.
No problem.
Awesome. All right, back to Sarah Doyle.
Hey Laura, so I just wanted to ask you real quick. You were talking about only booking parties like 4 to 6 weeks ahead of time. What do you do like if you don't have any dates? Like my March, I literally have Thursday, Friday, Saturday every single week full. Like that's it.
Ah,
I know
so
that seems like a
lucky.
crazy problem, but like, should I continue booking them? Because like, I have girls being like, well, "What about April? Like, I have one weekend day left in April. Like, I'm pushing for weeknights, but should I start looking at May? Like, should I tell them I'll follow up? Like, I'm not really sure where to like."
Yeah, and I would make it sound like, look, I normally don't schedule this far out, but I am so booked right now. Make sure this date's going to work for you, because if you have to reschedule, it could be a long time before you get another weekend date in May. That's how I would make it sound. I'm the shit.
Asking that, like, that's not a problem, but I've been like kind of wondering if I should keep playing a booking game, because literally I don't know what's in the water, but like every party has been like 3 or 4 bookings off every one, which is great, but I still have 6 parties this month, and I have like no open dates. I have nowhere to put these girls.
Oh, you poor thing. Well, it's funny because my last $1,000 party was the 5th just of this month, and she booked it in November, and I said to her the same thing. I usually don't book this far out in advance. Promise you won't cancel on me, because I find that they cancel that far out. She's like, I promise you I will not cancel. So I laid that